Welcome to the only show bringing cops and the community together for some real talk and some real listening. This is uncut. This is uncensored. This is Black and Blue Live. What's going on, y'all? Yes. We are back. We are back, Black and Blue Live. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. This is the anniversary 1 year special of Black and Blue Live. What's going on, Lizzie? What happened to you? Hold up. I think your mic is muted. Let me make sure you're good. This is technical difficulties. There you go. Are you back? Are you there?
Can you hear me now?
Yes, we got you. Yeah. Hey, what's happening? So again, this is Black and Blue Live. I'm your host, Dale. That's my over there. That's my co-host, Lizzie, right there. Elizabeth. Yeah. We one of them sections right there. Thank you. We appreciate you for joining us. We're here. This is our 1 year anniversary special. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here. And wow, everybody joining us. So I think that's an old comment. We'll get all that figured out now. This is still work in progress.
It's still part of the 1 year celebration.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've been celebrating minority law enforcement officers in the course of this year. I came up with the concept back in Black History Month, February of last year. What I wanted to do is I wanted to showcase minority officers for what we do out there, because every time when you see officers on any kind of news clip, they're not melanated, right? So I wanted to kind of get that out there, show we're doing good work as well. So my very first guest was a happy anniversary. Thank you, Kathy. We got it squared away. Thank you, Kathy, for tuning in. She's been riding with the show for a few shows now. We appreciate you. Yes. And like I was saying, my very first guest was the co-host right here, Miss Elizabeth Green. So thank you for. I like that. I like that blue water.
Black and blue wine. We're gonna commune together.
Yes. So, like I said, so I brought her on. She was gracious enough to grace me with her presence, and we just chopped it up on the first interview. So I want to show y'all a little bit about that before I bring on our guest here today. Here's our first interview with Miss Lizzie Green. Check this out.
But it wasn't as widespread, I think. And I think that people have become emboldened. I might get myself in trouble, but from a spiritual standpoint, I think because as a nation, we've been disrespectful from the top, it's rolling down. And so where we're seeing children being disrespectful to to their parents, right. That disrespect of authority and leadership starts in the house because they hear you talking about leaders. They hear you talking negatively about government. Those seeds get planted and they manifest themselves.
Right.
So even in Congress, the disrespect of former presidents and things like that, these seeds plant, and you embolden, in fact, those under your covering, under your authority. And so
each line up,
Yeah. All right. So that was episode 1 of the Black and Blue podcast. And we did that back in February of last year. So, I appreciate you. And then the show's grown since then exponentially. And then all we've been doing is just growing and growing and growing. And then I asked you when we did this live if you would help me out with the live. And here we go. Yes. So thank you.
So gracious.
Yeah, everybody. Yes. So again, thank you for joining us on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, and Periscope. Send in your comments and questions, and we'll chop it up. But without further ado, we got some esteemed guests that have helped this show grow over the past year, and we're gonna bring them on, and we're just gonna chop it up for you. So our first guest here, he is a retired Glendale police officer from Glendale, California. Everybody, help us welcome in Mr. Tyrone Hunter.
Hey,
what's going on, my brother?
I'm good. Hey. Good to see you.
Yes, forgot to get your applause there. Yeah.
Toasted. Welcome back.
Welcome back. Yes.
In 2021.
In 2021, Tyrone was he was episode 3. So appreciate you, sir.
That's early on, man. I didn't know it was like that. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, episode 3. We'd like up to episode 50 now. So thank you. Our next guest here, he is also retired, but he was an Atlanta, Georgia police officer. Everybody, we got another Todd, so help us welcome in Mr. Todd Dennis.
Welcome, Mr. Dennis. Hey. What's up to everybody? I'm going to be so happy by the end of this episode.
What's happening, Todd? What's going on, brother?
What's going on? How you doing? How everybody doing?
We loving it. Blessed, man. Thank you. Todd was in episode number 7. So yeah, lucky number 7. So way back when. Appreciate you, brother. Our next guest here, he is a former Border Patrol agent. He was a Border Patrol agent at the time. We won't speak about top secret where he's at now, but he was all the way back in episode 10. Everybody help us welcome in Mr. Lorenzo Taylor.
Buenos noches.
There you go.
He's still doing his Spanish. That ain't left him. That's a good skill to have. Yeah,
Always.
That's some good training, man. So you good, man? I love the backdrop there. You're not in the Motel 6, right?
No, not this week, but they kept the light on for me.
For real. Appreciate you, brother, man. We're going to have some fun today. And our last guest, certainly not least, he was episode 23. He is a Los Angeles police officer with the LAPD. Everybody help us welcome in Mr. Aaron Thompson.
Welcome, Mr. Thompson. That hat is fly. I love that hat.
It's all love, brother. It's all love. Let me bring everybody in here. All right. So, yes, before we went live, Aaron came on with a different kind of hat. You should bring it back on, man. Just put it back on. I'm sure you're gonna get much love for it, man. Yeah. Hey.
Don't let Dale bully you. Don't let him bully you.
Nah. That's actually pretty fly, man. That's pretty fly, man. It was the angles, it was the lighting. It made it look like it was, it made it look like a hard hat. So it's all good, man. So like I said, what we're here to do, thank you, Miss Carol, Miss Robin Carroll, happy anniversary. Thank you. Much love, appreciate that. What we're here to do, we're gonna celebrate our 1-year anniversary. We're gonna chop it up, we're gonna show some clips from you guys' episodes. We're going to talk about where we were then, where we are now, and where we're going in the future, not only with us individually, not only with the show, but also where we're going as a people, right? As minorities, as Black people in this nation, because 2020 was something else, and 2021 shaping up to be the same way. So, hey, real quick, how's the vaccine? Anybody getting the vaccine yet?
Still waiting.
Still waiting?
I had
Anybody
COVID, though.
You had COVID?
I had the Rona, though.
Yeah.
I
had it too.
Get the vaccine, I'm getting it.
Did it kick your butt? Did it kick your butt?
Man, I had every symptom. Every day I got every symptom you heard about. Every day I got a new symptom. So it was rough. I could see how if people with medical conditions, how it could be have complications. Like I feel like I'm healthy. So I didn't really, it didn't affect me like it may affect some people, but it was rough. Like, I think the worst part was being isolated from my family in my house. I got small children and it's like, they know I'm here and I can't. So I wish I could show you a note. My daughter slid a note under the door. Like, can you just open the door and say hi, stuff like that. And then with everything that you hear, I'm sitting there thinking like, damn, am I dying? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in this room. Am I like you start playing tricks with your mind? Like, am I gonna go to sleep and murk out? Like, so it was a rough couple of days, man.
Yeah. I had it like at the beginning, like back in March when all the lockdowns started happening. That's when I had it, and we didn't quite know what was happening. Yeah.
I find out more people had it than like once you say you got it, it's almost like, yeah, me too. At first ain't nobody said nothing.
Right?
Nobody wants to be labeled. Everybody's scared of it, but I had it too.
Yeah. It's crazy.
I ain't say that. Y'all wasn't gonna say that. Y'all ain't nothing.
I said yes. I said no to the vaccine.
Oh,
really?
I'm gonna stand by for a little while on the vaccine.
Brother, the same thing happened to me. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Right.
Got it. Yeah.
That's funny
Well,
you said
yeah. For those of y'all don't
that's
know,
funny you said
Aaron was talking about he was
Right.
on stage. For those of y'all that don't know, he is a stand-up comic on the side. So
cool.
Nice. I didn't know we were supposed to probe in that on stage in Vegas has a lot of connotations. So thank you for the clarification.
throwing ones at him. Throw some ones at him.
videos. I was getting ready to wait. We had the hard hats. I didn't know.
You spreading love, right? All right, so I appreciate all y'all for coming on the show one by one. I'm going to show some clips. Let's get into Ty, since Tyrone, since you were both. So we're going to call you Mr. Hunter. We're going to call you Tyrone. We're going to call Ty. But, every time one of y'all come on, we're going to say, you better call Tyrone. So we're going to call on you, Mr. Hunter Tyrone, and let's see a little clip of your first. Let me make sure I get that set up here, of your first visit here on Black and Blue. Check this out.
Each lineup, I came on in 1991, and lo and behold, just a matter of a couple months or so before I got sworn in, was the Rodney King incident. And I mean, this was in the fire of it we're talking about. And I think when I got cut loose on my own was when the trial started. So, I can remember, I was already nervous as a new boot, get my first police car and stuff like that, travel around. And all of a sudden I hit this one intersection. All of a sudden some guy jumps on the hood of my car with a newspaper. And he's got the headlines, Rodney King, this is what you've done, and blaming me and stuff like that. And I'm looking at him, I haven't, I don't work for LAPD. But, I understand why he was so frustrated and stuff like that. So, and then progressively we've seen changes as far as opportunities, upper management, and those things. I just like y'all are afraid.
Yeah, just like that. So that was a good episode with you, man. Talking about LAPD and the Rodney King incident, and that's probably a little bit before your time, Aaron. But you can speak on that a little bit. The changes that's gone through with your department since back then. What do you see some of these changes that your department had to go through since Rodney King?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We're still, trying to fix everything.
Yeah, appreciate that. And so let's talk about Mr. Dennis. Mr. Dennis, you were in episode 7, and you were in Atlanta PD at the time. Tell everybody where you at now.
Well, I retired from Atlanta Police Department August 10th of this year after 16 years of service. I'm currently the Director of School Safety for Rockwood School District back in St. Louis. It's St. Louis County. Opportunity presented itself shortly after I did the show. I wasn't looking to retire. I wasn't looking to leave. And the opportunity was presented to me. It's like God cleared the path. Everything fell in line perfectly. And my family, life, everything lined up perfect for us to make a clean move and no strings attached and basically leave Atlanta behind. But I'm still in Atlanta. I'm still there. I'm still active in the community with different community programs and different stuff like that. I do gang consulting and things like that. So I'm still there, just not in the physical sense.
Absolutely, absolutely. And were you originally from where you at now? St. Louis? St.
Louis, correct. I was born and raised in St. Louis. Left to go to college, went to play ball in South America for a while, and then I moved to Atlanta in 2004.
All right, cool. Yeah, the Lou. So let's check out a little bit of your episode on episode 7. Check this out.
And when different things happen, my Facebook page became ground zero for debate. So what you feel about that, Dennis? Hey, Dennis, you're a cop. Tell me what you think. Good shoot, bad shoot. And for me, it was like, well, let's look at that. Let's let it weigh it out, different things like that. So I came up with the idea of where can we get this good conversation organic in a safe environment where people actually feel comfortable at talking. So I thought a barbershop. My cousin, she's a sergeant, Christy Allen in St. Louis. Me and her got to talking about it, and she was like, go do it. And I thought a barbershop is a black man's country club. We talk about any and everything in a barbershop. So I'm like, why can't we talk about something serious about citizen and police interaction or officer-involved shootings, traffic stops, or whatever we want to talk about? So I reached out to some of my guys that are actually officers that we kind of work our side jobs together. We kind of travel together, we hang out. And I was like, hey, man, I'm thinking about doing this thing in the barbershop. Would you be interested? And everybody I asked was like, cool. So I started thinking of people that play characters in what I'm trying to do. So my buddy, Reese, he's a radio personality. I'm like, hey, I need somebody neutral to be the moderator. So I reached out to him. He was like, cool. My boy Stone, he owns a barbershop 1 block from the Martin Luther King Center. And it's got an old feel. And I'm like, that'll be a perfect setting. So I reached out to Stone like, hey, I'm trying to do this thing in the barbershop. Can we borrow the shop? Would you be interested? He's like, man, let's do it. I reached out to some of my guys I know in the streets here. Like, hey, I'm trying to do the same thing. I just started landing out, putting people in different roles. And then I reached out to different people that I know that could provide good dialogue and basically put us all in one place. And that's where Clippers and Cops were born. So in March 1st, 2018, we did our first one. One of my buddies, we had first 48.
All right. So Clippers and Cops. So you still,
that's
yes. Yeah. Yeah.
That was right when the pandemic started too.
Yeah. So
y'all spread it too.
It was funny what you just said. That's why we haven't been able to do it in person since. So we've been doing it virtually each month, just keeping it going. It doesn't have the same effect because in person, it gets heated in person, and then it's the sideshow dialogue on the sidelines and stuff like that. But we've been able to reach more people. I think we just did one. We had people from 8 different cities on the call and different things like that. And then our chief in Atlanta, Chief Bryant, he actually sits through the entire call with us, and Chief Coit as well. So it's big. It's spreading and it's big. And I think it's what the goal of mine is to try to put it in every city, to train the trainer and get everybody on board doing it, because it's something that's needed. How can we be for the community if we're not reaching out and speaking to the people of the community in that way? Like, not know, or, coffee with the cop, different stuff like that. That's cool. But usually that's business owners or people that got an interest. I want to talk to the people that forgot about the hood, you know what I'm saying? And really get dialogue and feedback so that we can try to learn from each other to try to fix and make our relationships better to serve.
Yeah. So when the pandemic is all done and you in the Lou, are you gonna bring that to St. Louis, or are you gonna go back down to Atlanta? What are you doing?
Man. My buddy, Chief Jason Armstrong, he's out in Ferguson. He took over the Ferguson Police Chief job. I'm back home, so I want to do one in my own neighborhood. Like, a lot of people think St. Louis is Ferguson. Ferguson is the suburbs. I'm talking about where I'm from, where gang members hanging in, stuff like that. I want to hear what they got to say so that the officers can learn from it and learn how to build relationships organically with them. Like, everybody has so much to say about every officer involved shooting, but the question I pose is, how do we move forward? What do we do to fix it? How can we try to fix it? I can't fix the past, just like you guys were saying about the LA riots and different things like that. People bring up stuff like that now to us in Atlanta and different things like that. And it's like, man, I was in middle school. Like, I had nothing to do with that. So it's one of those things where we can't continue to keep doing the same things and keep doing the same practices. We got to come up with new ways to try to fix this thing. Yeah.
When you said you was in middle school, man, you try to make me and Tyrone feel a little old here.
I ain't taking shots, but 91, man, I was in the 7th grade, bro.
Okay, all right. I was in the 8th grade then. How about that? I was in the 8th grade. Yeah, it's all good, man. Yeah, I interviewed Chief Ferguson too. I interviewed Chief Ferguson. He's a good dude, man. I like him, man.
He's a good guy, man. He played ball with me before we knew each other in Atlanta. And when he took the job, I was excited for him. And he's done a lot there in trying to get things back on track. A lot of people think Ferguson is this big, huge city. It's a small jurisdiction within St. Louis County. And when it happened in Atlanta, everybody's like, "Oh, you from Ferguson?" And I'm like, "No, I'm from Page and Teller, the hold of my tracks." Like, if you think Ferguson bad, come to the worst neighborhood in St. Louis.
Wow. Well, I'm glad you're doing good things. You're doing big things out there in the Lou, and keep it up, man. Wherever you at,
I appreciate
Georgia, yeah, all that. So, somebody else also from St. Louis, that area, is Mr. Lorenzo Taylor. What's going on, my man? Yeah.
What's going on, man? I'm from the Illinois side. We still rep it all home.
Yeah. So how's that work? When you talking Illinois side and Missouri side, are they like right there on the border with each other? Well, how's that work?
Absolutely. You got to cross that river.
Okay. All right. Cool. So when you came on, you were in episode 10 way back then. And, I appreciate you coming on. I don't know how I got in touch with you. I think it was on Instagram. So I got in touch with you. And then you were on Black Heroes or something like that, because you are my hero. You're a Black hero. And then I think that's what Aaron repping right there. He repping a Black Hero shirt too, right?
Is it?
Is it? He's like, is it? Like, you ain't know. Come on. Nah, I appreciate that, man. Go get those shirts on Black Heroes. And yeah, man. So he agreed to come on. So let me show a little clip of our interview way back in episode 10 with then Border Patrol agent Lorenzo Taylor. Being tall, African American, all that. Yeah, that sounds like a positive thing. Has anything on the negative side ever popped up?
No, not down here since I've been here. Especially the agents that I work with, they've been very supportive, inclusive with everything that they do.
What about the community?
They help me get up to speed with my Spanish.
What about the community or some of the people that you run into in the job?
The people that I run into in the job, we're all a green family, so therefore, we got each other's back,
Yeah.
As far as the community, it's kind of a shock. They may look at you as a freak of nature because maybe a lot of them have not seen African-American in person.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man.
Yeah, so where were you stationed at the time? Where was that?
Music in his background.
You know what he did? I was going to talk about that too. I was going to talk about the elevation.
About that. Everybody.
Yeah. I was going to talk about the the evolution of the show.
It's a green thing.
No.
It's
everybody had music.
To the next.
So check this out. Everybody had music on their shows up to a certain point. Me being a DJ, y'all know that I'm a DJ on the side. I thought my podcast would be a little different. So I included music in various levels. Maybe you didn't hear it in yours, Lizzie. Maybe you didn't hear it in yours, Ty. But everyone had music in there. But I started getting comments from people saying, "Hey, you know, I can't. Well, I hit the wrong box here. I'm supposed to be hitting me anyway." I got comments from people. I can't hear the interview. What's up with the music? Can you get rid of the music? So after a while, I started taking out the music and trying to make it a little bit more like a traditional podcast. But, you know, some of my brothers and sisters, they want to hear the music. So I don't know. I'm kind of on the fence with that. But I've been getting more positive comments now that the music's gone. So it is what it is, you know. Yeah, I hear that a lot on yours, Lorenzo. You blowing up my YouTube page, you know, because the Border Patrol and all that. And one of my last comments was, I love the interview, but the music. So you know how they go. So can't please everybody, right? Can't please everybody. So again, where were you at the time? You were in El Paso? Is that where?
I was in Laredo.
In Laredo.
In Laredo. Yeah, busy.
Yeah,
busy.
Laredo, Texas. And then we were talking about you being an anomaly. How tall are you?
6'7".
6'7". I don't think you,
Well,
Tyrone. Yeah.
Oh, I'm down.
Y'all gonna be a travel team. How tall are you, Tyrone?
I'm 6'6".
6'6". Okay, so he got you beaten. Ty, how tall are you?
6'5".
6'5". He got all of us. Aaron, I know you in that area. How tall are you, Aaron?
So I'm the point guard then, because I'm 6'1". So I'm the point guard.
and I'll be the.
I still try to bang on him though. Okay?
Yeah, you be the coach and I'm the owner.
Yeah, I'll be the coach then, because I ain't even 6 foot.
I'll be
So I'm 6 foot in shoes. I say I'm 6 foot in shoes, but
how did y'all fit in the units? What was it like?
You learn how to listen.
You fold up. You fold up.
Right.
Put your legs to the side.
Y'all remember getting in the car? The car?
I used to have to swing my legs under the steering wheel and lay my right leg up under the MDC. And I used to tell them, don't make me get out this car, because if I get out this car, it's going to be hard getting back in.
Hey,
make me get out. I'm going to make it work.
My first district partner, when I came out as a rookie, he was 6'8", and he looked down at me. He was like, "Man," he goes, "you're gonna have the same issues I got." So I said, "What's that?" He goes, "Let me show you this." So it was a guy named Joe Andrews. Rest in peace, Joe. Anyway, he had me kind of sit down in the seat, you know, looking out the door, you know, that type of thing. You had to swing your legs up underneath that steering wheel. So I'm like, you know what I'm talking about. Well, and you try to do everything to get that back, and then you push everything back, you know. That cage got you all hemmed up and stuff.
We did.
Man, we had all that. Man.
Oh man.
You can't go
shotgun rack underneath your arm. Yeah, shotgun rack underneath your arm.
That's why I'm pushing for convertibles. Convertibles. You can see everything in the convertible. I'm pushing for convertibles.
I'm mad if they're driving SUVs now, though. They got all the SUVs out there right now. They look comfortable.
They still tight.
When you're 6'7", yeah.
But that's
I can just say I'm short, and they put everything in there. You squished.
Right. They made the back bigger. It's like they're trying to make the back more comfortable for them.
Well, you know the world we living in now. You know, are y'all got plush seats? I know it's all plastic back there, though, right? I mean, you got to make it as comfortable. Yeah, you got to make it as comfortable as you can. So it's all good, man. Y'all found a way through it, and hey. When I get into a car, I'm just laying back. I'm like this, you know. I ain't got to squeeze in or nothing. So
you a damn lie, Bill.
I ain't worried about it.
You a damn lie.
We got recliners in our units. It's all good. Nah, we don't arrest people in our town. What we gonna arrest people for? It ain't worth it no more, right? It ain't worth it no more. So anyway,
they out the night.
Yeah, so I appreciate you, Lorenzo. You know, you stay safe out there with in the top secret missions that you're doing now. We can't talk about that. He G class, whatever they call it, G17 top secret.
G14 classified. Man.
Yeah, there you go. You go. Yeah, so yeah, it's all good, man. Appreciate you. Be safe. And then
down
our
there
next,
eating a bunch of pollo, papa fritas, Coca-Cola.
See, wait.
I know.
yeah,
Someone went Sicario on us.
Sicario.
Sicario.
Hey, I played ball in Colombia, man. Hey, I only knew a few phrases. Chica bonita and pollo, papa fritas, Coca-Cola, por favor.
That's all you need to
I hope you learned a little bit more than that, man. I hope you learned a little bit more than that, man.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah, exactly. He got menu scanners.
He was a guy from San Andreas, which is it's in the Caribbean. It's a Colombian island. He was like my translator, so he was with me everywhere.
Nice. And you ain't bring none of that back, none of that Spanish back, though, huh?
Poquito español, mi amigo.
Man, he got the accent and everything, man.
Hey man, I watched Sicarios and enough. What's the other show? I watch enough of that, man.
Narcos, Pablo
Narcos.
Escobar.
That's the show right there. Yeah, I'm sure you've seen a bunch of that down there. So again, thank you for everybody for your comments. It's coming in. Mr. Daryl Watson on Facebook says congratulations on the 1-year anniversary from Customs and Border Protection in San Diego. All right. Thank you, sir.
Mr. Watson.
Yeah, be safe. Thank you, Mr. Watson, down there in San Diego. I love it down there. Me and the wifey love it down there in San Diego. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So moving right along here, back in episode 23, we had Mr. Aaron Thompson, who is a police officer. Yes, he is a police officer with the Los Angeles Police Department. Man, he got jokes all day. He got jokes all day. Man. So how do your arrestees love being arrested by you? How what you joking all day long?
Man, like you said, I don't arrest nobody, man. You tripping? The people that I come in contact with, man, I just keep it light with them, and whether it's enforcing or just engaging, I always, keep it light with them and try my best to connect and relate to them and just, talking to them. And yeah, we laugh and I make them laugh. Even dudes that I've had to arrest at some point, we laugh about something, you know what I mean? So it does come in handy. Yeah. Gift of gab. So everybody check out Mr. Aaron Thompson on episode 23, Black and Blue. Check this out.
Yeah, for them, in all aspects.
How are you guys being received over there?
At first there was some pushback because they didn't really understand. They were like, nah, we don't need the cops over here. Yeah. But after a little while, they started realizing, because we started just talking on human levels, the officers who started in the program kind of, I came on shortly and they showed, we just walked around. But then it's funny, man, as soon as the community over there, they start talking to you, they realize like, oh shoot, especially with me, they were like, oh man, dang, Thompson, you must be from the hood, man. You must be down. So man, you a real one, and we get to wear like polos and cargo pants and tennis shoes. So we were in Air Force black, dark Air Force Ones, Jordans. So they see that, oh man, like, oh, it's an icebreaker,
Yeah, so that's Mr. Aaron Thompson talking about his assignment over at LAPD. Yeah.
He over there flexing with the stripes and stuff. He was like,
I thought that was a GQ cover or something. He was up there.
Yeah. Hey, take the picture.
Exactly.
Yeah, what do you do over there, Aaron? That we were talking about, you were talking about in that episode?
The unit that I work in.
Yeah.
So it's called Community Safety Partnership, and we're assigned to all the housing developments, formerly known as the projects. They don't like to call them that anymore. The powers that be don't like to call it anymore, but the people that live there, they call it the projects. But we engage in, we start programs It's about engaging in the community, starting programs for kids. We got a basketball team, Watts Skills Academy. We got Watts Rams, and they used to be called the Watts Bears, and then the LA Rams linked on with them, and now they're the Watts Rams, and it's free for kids. It's free for the parents. We want the parents to also participate. We have different mentoring and business, even business, like business academy and science academy. So we try to do a huge part is just engaging in the community, walking around, but we still have to handle radio calls out there, and we still have to address quality of life issues. So, whether it be enforcing for, illegal, parking and all kind of stuff, but we give a lot of warnings, man. It's all about trying to build that trust. So that's what it's all about.
Yeah. And one of your partners said he see you on right there, Mr. Thomas Langston. Says, I see you, bro. Yeah.
Up,
on Facebook. Yeah. Appreciate you tuning in on to the show here. And with COVID, you guys still able to do everything y'all doing in your unit?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, when COVID happened, the people in the hood, they didn't care. They still hanging out, passing blunts to each other, drinking from the same bottle. Like they didn't care. They're indestructible for them. You know what I mean?
Right.
But other than that, the officers, man, they tried to keep their distance even from with each other, because the officers were getting it, because they were getting it from family members that, they all have like little small gatherings, but then one of their uncles will still show up to the party talking about, "No, I'm just a little sick." "No, keep your butt home." What do you mean a little sick? So it was passing it to each other. And so that's how the officers were getting it. They weren't getting it from the community, you know what I mean? But as far as with the community, I mean, we always have our masks on anytime we're dealing with anybody or out of the car, because we're not trying to get written up for not having that thing on. So
Right. Yeah, Jamila Brown on Facebook says, "LA in the house. Appreciate you. Thank you for checking in there, Jamila."
That's my sister. She from St. Louis. She better go. She just live there now.
She meant to put Louis, LA, Louis, She meant to put Louis. The computer stopped.
LA, Louisiana, who knows?
The point is she supports you, Ty. You're not, don't feel rejected.
Yeah, but I think she support Aaron a little bit more though.
She did, definitely. You said Aaron's
LA.
So ever man, y'all some fools.
See how they switch up on you, man. See how they switch up.
Right? That's family. That's family. So going back to we can put that back in. She says, Jamila, she said, "This is my new city type."
You better remember where the hell you from.
She LA now. Yes, she out here in Cali now.
She out here criminal.
Yes.
Yeah, she out here now. Yeah, she ain't going back to the Lou. She through with you. She ain't going back. So
Kelly was cool, but she's always loved Tupac. That's what she's trying to tell you. Right? That's what it is.
Nelly, I saw Nelly on a Lay's commercial the other day. Y'all see that commercial?
Oh no!
Yeah, you see that Lay's, like
Nelly
the
the
potato
mayor
chips.
of this city, man. Nelly should be the mayor. All y'all, hey, you know how the Thompsons always try to diss on Nelly. That's a whack. Everybody was in the club bumping Nelly.
Trying to do the dance with the Band-Aid under their eye.
Oh yeah, I remember that. We all did that.
I was messing with Nelly, Murphy Lee, and the St. Lunatics. We know it. You ain't gotta tell us. We know it.
But that's
Elizabeth, you was dancing to it, getting hot in here and stuff. I know.
I like
taking their shirts off on that song, man.
The Lunatics usually got played after him because they was trying to connect everybody else. But I mean, Nelly was on Dancing with the Stars, so.
Oh,
Nelly had 4 good songs. Yeah,
he did.
Man,
and they're always in the 90s.
Listen, let's be real. Nelly probably sold more records than y'all favorite rappers. Let's be real. The first album went diamond. He probably he close to it. He went diamond on his first album.
You only have 4 songs.
That's it.
That's
to
y'all.
Yeah, still playing them now.
Snoop still banging to this day.
Right.
Dre still banging to this day.
Nah, man.
Nelly
Snoop
lost
out there
me.
singing Spanish now, man.
Nelly.
Yeah, man. He out there singing Spanish, man.
Nelly lost me when I saw him twirl that little girl's hair on the stage. He lost me. I was like, "What is Nelly doing, twirling some girl's hair?"
When he did the jive, he was doing the juke and the jive.
Yeah.
All done.
Elizabeth, where you from?
I get it though. I'm from California.
Where you from? You are?
California.
Oh,
Yeah, she from out here.
I had crucial conflict jokes ready.
West Side all day.
Crucial
You gonna give me
Crucial conflict.
We'll just stick above the law jokes.
Crucial conflict. That was the group though, man.
Hey, trust me, I got it in my 90s rap collaboration, but most of them only had one hit. Nelly outsold all of them.
Okay, all right. Moving on.
That album with them.
So moving on, we talk about music. Tyrone little left out, because he don't know much about rap. Tell everybody. And when I talked about Tyrone's, I always got to do this.
We just was helping him get his shit. It ain't really about us. We was just the friend with the car.
Yeah. But Tyrone's an R&B singer. Y'all don't know. Tyrone, tell them about your lineage. Tell them about your lineage, Ty.
I can tell by the voice.
You didn't hit us with that Isley. Come on.
Tell them about your lineage.
Tyrone, we ready.
Listen to you. Don't get me started. Now, my pops was like a northern soul singer out of Detroit. We're from the east side of Detroit, the projects, right? Anyway, so we came out of there, and he started out as a northern soul singer, ended up going on with some a mixed vocal group, Invictus Records, with Holland Dozier Holland. They started, that was their upstart label. You remember Holland Dozier Holland was like all those Motown hits and all that stuff. Mm-hmm. And then he went on to sing, his last gig was with a group called The Originals on Motown, and they had a couple big hits called Baby I'm For Real and The Bells, like two old school like soul standards stuff. Y'all probably too young to remember those and stuff like that. Yeah. You had to hit up your moms and pops, but there's some beautiful songs. So. And then
hey,
Ty, we know you over there still getting them royalty checks. Okay.
Yeah, I wish I was, bro. You know what I am collecting? I'm collecting them retirement checks.
For real.
Monday.
I defer. Look, Ty, they was going to tear me up. I deferred mine for a few years until I'm 55. Really? Because I was gonna take a hit. I left early, so I would have took a huge hit. So.
I see.
We got to do 28 or age 55.
Oh man, I lucked out. I got a medical, so over here with ours, I ended up all right. So you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Me too.
Tie straight. So I met Tyrone. I know Tyrone since I was a little whippersnapper. Is one of my best
21.
friends. Is his cousin. And then so we all tried to sing together, and I couldn't sing, so I was like, I'll be the DJ. And that was way back when. Yeah, we was trying.
You was in a group?
Well, I was in a group with my boys, and Ty was trying to produce us and make us look good, but that lasted all but 30 minutes, right?
Yeah, but we had that one song, 21.
Yeah. We wrote a song called 21. It goes, 21, how can someone so young be so fine? 21, you're only 16, baby, but your body adds 5.
Oh man.
Hey, it was New Edition days, bro. It was New Edition days, bro.
Yeah, that was like New Edition days.
Yeah.
61.5 already.
Now I was young. Now I was young back then. Me and my boys were young. We can say that. We can say that. We can say that. We can say that. You only, but your body has 5.
But back in those days, y'all was like legal age and stuff. I was the one that did all the stuff. Bro.
Yeah, he was the adult. He older than me. Yeah, he older than me.
Trying to do a little New Edition Candy Girl thing. You know what I mean? Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah, we was in high school, so.
He was like, who is New Edition? Who is New Edition?
We need to quit, bro. I'm about to terminate your connection. Yeah, I'm about to terminate your connection saying who New Edition. Yeah. So Tyrone went on. He went on to be a police officer in Glendale. That's where I grew up after I left Ohio. And then he kind of inspired me to want to enter this law enforcement game too, man. So appreciate you, brother. He got stories. Yeah, appreciate those. Appreciate those stories. And he retired, man. He got out early. So 4 more for me and I'm out. 4 more for me. So Dale probably had an S curl. Wow.
Dang,
let your soul glow.
Yeah,
nah, I ain't had no S curl though. I did have a Gumby. I remember I had a Gumby. Yeah, I had a Gumby. Yeah. I had all them weird, but I ain't had no S curl. So we leave it at that. So fellas, let's talk about where we talked about where you were at the episode. Where we going from here? So what's your plan in the future here, Tyrone? Since we talking about Mr. Hunter, what's the future hold for you?
Same thing, man. Just trying to get this music going and stuff like that. I had that one little single that I put out like a little over a year ago, and it did halfway decent. It was like it was a feeler thing that I put out, kind of test the waters again, and it actually did pretty good. I got a little love from the audience and the listeners and stuff like that. So, but we've been in COVID, and I got my son with me now. I got my 20-year-old boy living with me, so we kind of been doing our little thing, trying to stay safe and stuff like that. But it's funny. Like yesterday, my sister came over, and she had her nice little new acoustic sitting up there. And next thing you know, I'm like, man, let me crack open this case, and then I started playing some chords and stuff like that. Next thing you know, I'm doing a couple versions of a couple songs. Like, what, that felt good, So we're back in it. You know what I mean? One day at a time.
We need to hook you up with Lizzie. Lizzie sang too. She missed choir. Well, at least she used to. You still got pipes, right? You still singing in the church?
I'm singing in church on Sunday.
Yeah, that's
it. My sister sings a praise team.
They just turn TV off. That's it. It's safe.
No, my sister sings a praise team. She sings every week in praise team. So I feel you.
Yeah. I just praise dance.
Praise dance.
You bet not. Oh man, he's stupid.
I'll put you in the next one.
All right, that's me. We'll collab.
Mr. Dennis, what you got going next in your future?
In the future, coming up this Thursday, I'll be featured a special guest on the show The Arena on TNT. Moving forward from there, still pushing Clippers and Cops, and still being the director of school safety, trying to change, just be the change I want to see. Trying to push things forward. A lot of times people talk about what they want to see and change and say, well, we need to be doing this. I'm not one of those people. I'm one of those people that actually put my foot forward and try to do it. And my goal is to make Clippers and Cops a household name in every city in America. And I feel like I have what it takes. My team has what it takes. And I think we're not asking for much. It's one of those things where once you get with it's just like us on this call. Once you get with other officers, we pretty much have the similar background, similar stories. And it takes us to make the change. We have to be the change. We have to change the narrative. I know more good cops than bad. And the ones that are bad or need to get some more training, seasoning, we have to be the ones that do it. And so the whole goal is to make it comfortable to talk about these things and in our own space and just be a trailblazer and just trying to change the world in my due time.
Absolutely, man. You got my support on that Clippers and Clops, all that. So I appreciate you, man. You doing big things, man. Doing real big things.
I appreciate it. You stole my name, man, but we gonna let that ride.
Hey, man, you snooze, you lose, man. Black and blue all day.
I know. Trust me, I know. I learned my lesson. Trust me.
Let's copyright that. Yeah. When I hooked up with Ty, I did my pitch for him to come on the show. He told me, hey, man, you stole my name. I was like, hey, hold up, bro. I don't even know you like that. So
no, I used to write something called Black and Blue back in like 2008, and it basically was about I'm sure y'all get it. People often ask you, what's it like being a cop? Or people from the hood that like for real, what is it like? And then you have we got furloughed and we had an extra off day every other week, and so I started writing just almost like a diary and just telling stories and different stuff. And I didn't even know, I would email it to my family and friends, not even thinking they really reading it. And then when I stopped, people was like, man, I read it every morning with my coffee and stuff. And I'm like, oh, okay. So, but I still write and still trying to get into film and different stuff like that, like working gangs. I done seen a lot, like coming out of Atlanta, a lot of y'all people favorite rappers, like the kids' favorite rappers, to me, they case numbers. So I got a million stories to talk about and different stuff like that. And it's just trying to, capitalize on it in different ways.
That's what's up. That's what's up. And Mr. Lorenzo, I forgot to play your hit. So here's your hit. Yeah. Let me, for those of y'all that didn't catch that, that's yeah, where's that from? You probably too young to even know where that's from, though.
I mean, I was born at the end of 87. That's it, man. NWA, man.
Come on, man.
Oh, man, this is a family show, Todd.
Aaron, how old is Aaron?
40.
Right. How old are you, Lorenzo?
30.
30 what?
33.
33.
Oh, yeah. I'm 41, so I grew up in all of that. So, and then I had older siblings, so I was doing all of that.
Yeah. So that's my boy Q back when he was with the groundbreaking group NWA, and we all know that song. But what's the future hold for you, Zoe?
I got some things that's currently moving and shaking, changing positions to be more effective at a bigger. Also, when I'm home back in the Midwest, and no matter where I'm at, is to meet with minorities to let them know that law enforcement ain't bad. Bridge that gap with the younger crew, since I'm still, I guess, young compared to y'all. To make sure we can bridge that gap.
Where the hang up button at?
I said I still have Similac on my breath, so But talk to those crews. A lot of my friends graduated from HBCUs, so I'm reaching out through them to start part HBCUs to talk to them, to get more minorities, period. And
that's what we need. That's what we need. Yes, appreciate you, sir. Be safe for whatever you're doing. And Mr. Aaron, I didn't forget you, so here's your hit.
Where is Aaron right now?
After that, man, my kids, after I showed them that, man, for like 4 months, they was calling me Aaron and not Daddy.
Yeah. And not Daddy. Aaron. Yeah, I watched that episode again to get this to get that hit, and that's a funny episode, man. I love them dudes. Yeah, I love them dudes. What's the future hold for you, Aaron?
Oh man, a lot. So I'm working on some things with with filming. Trying to get better at videography, and then when things start opening up, stand-up comedy, of course, I miss it like crazy. Just able to bridge that gap between officers and community using laughter, man. That's what it's all about. Starting my YouTube channel soon. I've done a couple things where it'll be sort of like what I'm gonna do on YouTube on Instagram, on Real Aaron Thompson Instagram, but I'm gonna do the same thing for YouTube. behind the scenes stuff with Vire Network. Is a company and an app that my boy is a owner of. So we're gonna start doing some living color type things with comedians on that platform. And I'm gonna start a podcast soon as well. I just don't know what to call it yet. I was thinking about, because I wanted to do athletes that are cops. And I was thinking about blue balls. Y'all let me know if that's a good.
I love it. It's catchy, yeah.
I might use that because it's catchy, right? So I might
use
that. But
can't nobody take it because it's out there in the ether now. So can't nobody take it. It's yours. It's yours. It's yours.
Hey, do both of y'all play ball? Do y'all play law enforcement basketball? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yep.
I play for the DeKalb Knights. We the 40 and up champs, national champs.
Oh,
okay. That's a lot of icy hot going around, huh?
Lorenzo can't do that, but I bet
a lot of icy hot going around.
Smelling like icy hot.
Oh, hell yeah. Hey, you better not
smell like icy hot.
You get in that losers, bro. Boy, it's
a long day.
Oh, man. Yeah.
But we learn how to you learn how to manage and stuff like that. But when I first came on, I used to be jumping all over the place, still in shape. And then as my life changed, got married, got kids, you can't work out as much. Then you on the block. I'm in the post, different stuff like that. So but we make it work.
Got that old man game now, right?
Everybody wants to blame the marriage and kids. You hear that?
Yeah, what you mean? Hey, you start saying this. Go to the gym or get this $50 an hour extra job.
VV on Facebook he said he's smelling like icy hot.
Hey, straight up. Hey, ain't nothing wrong. Hey, brother, Father Time is undefeated. Your time coming too, VV.
Yeah.
Don't be shading our guest.
Wow, that's our guest now.
Like Chanel.
Yeah.
Hey, she out there getting buckets. She getting buckets.
She said I kept working out with the kids and the marriage.
Hey, look, and she put
Vivi Lee said I look like Angela Bassett and Regina King. She said, "Don't come for me. I didn't send for you."
Hey, I ain't seen no picture.
She where Lorenzo at. She can't give you all that info.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
She's behind that curtain.
Secret squirrel. Okay. She behind the curtain.
Behind that curtain.
Yeah. She's gonna start sending us SOS.
That's what Aaron said.
Yeah, Aaron the one who said it smelled like icy hot. She ain't say it.
No, Lorenzo said that. Lorenzo's still young. He ain't met Father Time yet. He got about 2 more years.
It's coming. It's
Father
coming.
Time punch him in his back.
Oh man, don't wish that on me.
Hey man,
we got
I ain't wishing it. It's coming. What's up, boy?
All right, fellas. So check this out. When y'all was on the podcast, at the end of the show, you know how we do. We play a game, right? Today ain't gonna be no different. So what we gonna play here today is called Yes, sir. So we're gonna play this game. It's Jeopardy, Black Jeopardy. Yes, indeed.
Let's go.
Okay.
Who ready for this? Who ready for this?
Is this after like 1995 or what?
Wait, hold up now. Alex Trebek just died a few months ago. So come on now, put some respect on his name.
I'm just saying.
And I'm Alex Tri-Black. So come on now. All right, so we're gonna play this game. Y'all know how Jeopardy works. Whoever's got control of the board is going to ask for a category, try to answer that question, and whoever's got the most points once the board is cleared will be the champion. So since you are the youngest, Lorenzo, you do not have control of the board. We're going to give that to the elder statesman. We're going to give that to the elder statesman, Mr. Tyrone Hunter. You get to pick first. You got control of the board. Tell everybody where we going.
one time for 200, I guess.
One time for 200.
One time.
Okay. So before we get going here, we're gonna let everybody know what those categories mean. Go ahead, read that off for the people here.
So
Lizzie.
number ones will be sports figures who have worn the number one. One love is celebrities raised by single parents. One time is a category that is geared towards movies and TV cop shows. Once around the block is one-term presidents. And One Night in Miami will feature facts about that amazing, excellent movie that everyone should watch and all their characters.
Oh my
All
God.
right.
Oh,
So now you know
Regina King, who's amazing. So, all right.
Absolutely. So Tyrone,
Mr. Tyrone.
what's your category?
Yeah, I just watched One Night in Miami. Hopefully, I ain't too old I don't forget it. Well, let me say, we'll go with One Night in Miami for a couple hundred.
Couple hundred.
Okay.
All right.
I guess that's 200.
Oh, hold up.
200, yeah.
Hold up. We got some technical difficulties. It ain't coming through. Hold up. Give me a second here. And who got the baby crying back there?
Man, you know my son gonna always get him some TV time, baby. He's trying to come in and get him to get. You remember when we did it? He popped in then.
Yeah, so chop it up for a minute. I'm gonna get this game going. Technical difficulties, trying to be.
He popped in the last time you was on the Zoom or whatever the show.
Yeah, he know how to get him some time.
Yeah.
So, gentlemen, while we're waiting, I know Mr. Thompson gave a shout out to his IG. Do you all have any social media or anything that you can share with our audience so that they can follow your podcast or any of your music or anything that you're going, if you guys want to take the time to plug that in very quickly and let us know.
Lorenzo,
so, Mr. Dennis.
No ClippersandCops.org.
Lorenzo's is IKEA.com. You can get these curtains at IKEA. They're in the bin wrap in the clearance. He's repping for IKEA today. Mr. Dennis.
ClippersandCops.org. Also, we're on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. On Facebook, it's under Dennis Tyrone. LinkedIn, all of that. And then I'm on Twitter as Top Flight Ty. That's about it.
For the world.
Mr. Hunter.
For the world, Craig.
For the world, Craig.
Ty Hunter Jr. at Soundcast.
Awesome.
What you got on the
Lorenzo
Soundcast
Taylor
there?
Found also on
Just a music profile, bro.
What's that for? eHarmony?
Oh no. The missus ain't gonna no, not about to get me in trouble out here.
Plenty of fish. No. Okay.
No.
He said,
VP Lee said to snatch Lorenzo from behind the curtain.
She gonna be out there in California to come see y'all, Liz.
We getting this. Hold up, y'all. Hold up. Chop it up. This is live, y'all. This is live.
Okay. How about we do music?
But then I can say something on Clippers and Cops. You can jump on our website and get on the Zoom call if you want to join. It's open to the public. Anybody welcome to join. The last episode is also on there. We talked about the movie American Skin. And if any of you guys know Nate Parker, we want to try to get him to come in so we can do a panel discussion about it. Just because, different people got different take on the movie and what they took from the movie and different stuff like that. But the movie was awesome.
On a panel about that. Yeah, I was just on a panel at a church in Watts. Showed the movie, and then I was on a panel after the movie, and there was two other people up there with me, but like all the questions was for law enforcement. They did the other two. I was like, I was just like, hey,
they left you out there by yourself.
Yeah.
All right,
what do you think about that?
So we all fixed now. Let's get back in this game real quick so we can wrap this up. Tyrone, you asked for One Night in Miami for 200. So here we go. Here's your question. Go ahead, Lizzie.
This person was shot to death in 1964 at a hotel in Los Angeles under suspicious circumstances.
Rest in peace, the great Sam Cooke.
That is correct, Mr. Sam Cooke. We give you those points. All right. You still
The
got
question
control of the
was
board.
age bias.
Hey, if you didn't watch One Night in Miami, then you know.
I ain't seen it yet, man.
That's your problem, right?
Y'all notice I said I just saw this
Yeah,
movie, so I picked the most recent thing.
Yeah, exactly. Go ahead. You still got
I don't
control of the
wanna
board.
forget it.
You still got control, Todd.
Let's go with 19 again for 300.
One Night again for 300.
This was one of the Dirty Dozen.
Anybody else? Anybody else? Jump in. Nobody know that one?
Ty, you can't Google it.
You can't. No, you can't
Google that cheating.
Googling it.
Nobody got that. Mr.
I
Jim
know.
Brown. Mr. Jim Brown was in the
Yes.
Dirty Dozen. Come on.
Stop
I knew
snitching,
it.
Eric.
My bad. That's my bad. That was so bad.
Go ahead,
I should have
Tyrone. You
got
still
that
got.
one.
You should have. You should have.
seen
You
the
still got
movie
control
either.
of the board though.
What was the answer?
Jim Brown.
Jim Brown. Jim Brown.
Okay.
That was the movie, The Dirty Dozens, and I messed up. Anyway, let's go number ones for 200.
All right.
This St. Louis shortstop won 13 Gold Gloves.
Oh, you
Go
better
ahead.
get
Let
that.
me in.
Say somebody say your
Ozzie
name. Your
Smith.
last name.
Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie Smith.
Ozzie.
Come on, man. Hey, man. Ozzy.
I know we
Yeah, I
could
got
go.
it.
I was about to say.
No, I didn't.
Your last name is your buzzer.
totally
Your last name is your buzzer.
Oh,
Your
man.
last name is your buzzer. So Mr. Dennis, you got control of the board now.
Number one's for 100.
Number one's for 100.
Oh,
Go ahead, Lizzie.
This NBA player was known as the Big O.
Oh.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Todd.
Oscar.
That's
Oscar
Dennis. Go
Robertson.
ahead, Dennis. Dennis said
I
it.
said Oscar Robertson.
It's the Oscar
Oh
Robinson.
man.
So we can now just say, or we.
Yeah, how do we
No.
buzz?
No, he had.
Your last
So
name
you
is
have
your
the board
buzzer.
because you're winning.
Oh, okay. So
Oh, okay.
the person who.
Y'all ain't gonna get the board then. Let's go.
No, anybody-
Y'all ain't gonna never get the board.
After here we go. Here,
So the
ground
person-
rules.
Mr. Dennis gets to pick, but if you all have it before he answers, just say your name, and then the host
okay.
Dell will
All
say answer.
Okay.
Yes. So
Number one
So-
for 300.
so your name is your buzzer. After the question is read in its entirety, whoever says their last name first gets to answer. So here we go. Number one's
All
for
right.
300. You say
Go
for
ahead.
300?
Yeah.
Go ahead, Dell.
This Black Hall of Fame quarterback had to first
Ooh,
showcase his
Dennis,
talents in Canada
Dennis.
before.
Dennis.
Okay.
Warren
Dennis, go ahead.
Moon.
Warren
Warren
Moon is
Moon.
correct. Yes.
Nigga, y'all niggas can't see me, John.
All right. You still got it. Go ahead.
400.
400.
Number one
all
for
right.
400.
This NBA player once had a puppet
Dennis.
voice.
Oh,
like
Taylor.
Dennis. No.
Dennis.
Dennis got it.
Anthony Hardaway.
Benny Hardaway.
Benny Hardaway.
What did he say? Wait.
He said
Yeah.
Anthony Hardaway. He got it wrong.
Anthony Hardaway.
That's his real name. It's Anthony Penny Hardaway.
It is Anthony. It is Anthony. No, it's
I'm a
Anthony.
Penny Hardaway fan.
That is his last name,
I'm a
Anthony.
Penny fan.
She
Yeah.
thought his real name was Penny.
No, I just thought it had to be exactly how it was written.
Oh, okay.
But go ahead. Go
Number
ahead.
one, Dell.
All right, here we go for 500.
This major league manager is known for leading a dynasty in his epic love-hate relationship with the team's owner.
Hunter.
Hunter, go ahead.
Billy Martin.
Billy Martin is correct.
Hey.
No
Manager
wonder
in
why
New
it was
York.
worth so much.
Boy,
Hey.
I wasn't even
Exactly.
I would never
born back then.
that shit.
Know your history.
Oh,
No history. Go ahead. Go, Mr. Hunter. You got control of the board.
Let's go One Love for 100.
One love for 100.
This rapper producer has many hits, but is more recently known for his political views.
Taylor.
Taylor.
Mm.
Go ahead, Taylor.
Can we say Kanye West?
Kanye West is
Correct.
Really?
Yes, and he was raised
I
by a
was gonna
single
say
mom.
David Mann, Killer
I
Mike.
thought it was a little baby.
That category One Love is raised by a single parent. So go ahead, Mr. Taylor. You got control of the board.
You
Once
didn't give
around
him
the
his
block for
point.
200.
I didn't give you your points. Hold up. Let me give you your points real quick. There you
I
go.
need my measly 100.
You said for 200?
Once around the block, one around the block for 200.
This former president's downfall hinged on him saying, "Read my lips, no
Dennis.
new taxes."
Dennis, go ahead.
Mr. Dennis?
George Bush.
That is correct.
Which one?
You didn't
gotta
say
the first
senior
or
or junior.
exactly. You gotta say the first or second next time.
Hey man, I ain't the police man. That nigga right there.
Wow.
Oh man.
Go ahead, Mr. Dennis. You got control of the board.
What it feels
Once
like.
around the block, 100.
Oh, hold up, Mr. Thompson. You gonna get on in this? You gonna get in this?
Huh?
You gonna get in on this? Come on now.
Yeah, I'm gonna get on it. Yeah.
All right, Dennis. Dennis, what you say?
Once around the block for 100.
Once around the block for 100.
45.
Taylor, go ahead. Who?
Donald Trump.
Donald Trump is correct.
He didn't even want to say his name. Look. He didn't want to say his name.
All right, Taylor, you got control of the board.
Humble.
One time for 100.
One time for 100.
This movie cop saves the day, and this movie set on Christmas Day in LA.
Dennis. Bruce Willis in Die Hard.
What's his name though?
Bruce Willis.
No, that's the actor.
What's
this
his
movie
character's name?
What's his character? If you don't know it, you don't know
Lorenzo, Google it. Look.
Lorenzo Cheek.
I don't remember his name on the movie.
Nobody got the points on that. John McClane.
Hey, man.
You gotta take 100.
I didn't even answer.
Actually, we get to take points away for that.
Yeah, you gotta take 100.
Bucharest.
Yes, you answered a question wrong. But Taylor, you got control of the board, Taylor.
One time, 300.
One time for 300.
This cop was known for the line, "Go ahead, punk, make my day."
Thompson, go ahead. Thompson, who's Dirty Harry is correct.
Okay, Thompson, we see you.
Yep.
Give you your points.
Board, baby.
You're on the board.
Got the
300.
affirmative action points. We see you.
All right, Thompson, you got control of the board. Go ahead, man.
One love for 500.
One love for 500.
Okay.
This piano playing songstress is
Dennis.
very hip hop.
Taylor.
Who was it, Lizzie? I think it was Dennis. Dennis said it.
Oh.
Go ahead, Dennis.
Alicia
Keys.
For that 500, sir.
Correct. Alicia Keys. That's her and her mama.
There she go.
That's her mom.
That's her and her mom's. We gonna set a ground rule. We should have said in this beginning. You gotta wait until the question is finished before you can jump in.
Man, I can't help it. I read faster than you.
I know. You gotta wait for the host to read that question. All right. So, Mr. Dennis, what'd you say?
One love for 400.
One love for 400.
This iconic action star is currently known for his portrayal of an unstoppable assassin forced out of retirement after killing of his
Tom
Taylor.
Thompson said it after the question was read, as he's supposed to. Go ahead, Thompson.
John Wick.
Yes, but who is the actor?
Oh, Keanu Reeves.
Taylor.
Well, we'll get that to you. Keanu Reeves, we'll get that to you. Remember, the question said this actor.
See his mama?
Yeah, that was with his mama. So I gave him his points.
Okay, I'm looking bad on the board right now.
Yeah. Go ahead, Thompson. You got control.
One Love 300.
This actress won an Academy Award for her portrayal of the wife of an executed inmate.
Taylor.
Go ahead, Taylor.
Hunter.
Taylor.
Halle Berry. Halle Berry.
Halle Berry is correct. And Monsters Ball.
Make it feel good. Make it feel good.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead, Taylor.
One Love 200.
Love for 200.
Everybody remember that part.
44
Taylor.
Dennis said it. Dennis said it.
Boy.
The Honorable Barack Obama.
That is correct. That's him and his mama right there. Damn, he killing y'all. Y'all
Hey,
about
man.
to clear
Now
this
y'all
board. Go
see
ahead.
this D-Sig. Y'all see this D-Sig education, baby?
Go ahead, Dennis. You got control of the board.
Let me get one time for 200.
This Detroit cop went to Beverly Hills to investigate his partner's murder.
Taylor.
Taylor said it after the question was read as he's supposed to.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Taylor. Who is that?
Foley, or you want Axel Foley, or do you want Eddie Murphy?
Oh, we give them both to you.
Nice.
Axel Foley is the cop.
That's the one that
Your points here.
Taylor to go into the field. He said, "I see me."
Detroit.
Go ahead, Taylor.
One time 400.
One time 400.
This cop often uttered, "I'm getting too old for this," whenever his partner got them into a ridiculous situation.
Taylor.
Taylor, go ahead.
What's that? Murtaugh?
That is Murtaugh. Roger
Lethal
Murtaugh
Weapon.
from Lethal. I got Letha, but it's lethal.
Gotcha.
You got control of the board. Go ahead.
500.
What was that? One time?
Yes, sir.
This smooth cop played second fiddle to his even smoother partner who drove a Ferrari.
Dennis.
Taylor.
Dennis. Go ahead, Dennis.
You said that, damn, Will Smith and Bad Boys.
Taylor. Taylor.
Go ahead, Taylor.
That would be Martin Lawrence. And Bad Boy. What?
Hunter.
Go ahead, Hunter.
Don Johnson.
Close. You got the wrong partner. Go ahead.
No.
His partner drove the Ferrari, not him. Thompson, you want to jump in there?
Man, I forgot his name. The black dude.
Oh, can I get it? Can I get it?
Nah, you already got. That's Rico
man.
Tubbs.
Rico Tubbs. Hey,
Tubbs.
that's like my era. I should have remembered that one.
Yeah, everybody got on that one. Y'all should remember that movie with Jamie Foxx and Colin Farrell, right? They try to remake Miami Vice.
Yeah,
right.
Did the movie.
Yeah, but it was kind of weak.
It was kind of weak, but Zoe, you still got control of the board. Go.
300.
What's that?
Once around the block. Once around the block, 300.
This former president was a peanut farmer from Georgia.
Hunter. Jimmy Carter.
Jimmy Carter is correct. Make up some of them points back. You got control of the board, Mr. Hunter.
Once around the block for 400.
This president took over after his predecessor's resignation.
Hunter,
go ahead. Who you say?
Oh my gosh. John. It was John. I got it.
Who want that? Who wants that? Anybody want that?
Was
Dennis.
Dennis.
Gerald Ford.
Lyndon B. Johnson.
Nope.
No, that was you.
Hunter.
Nah, Hunter, you out already. Taylor or Thompson, y'all want that?
No,
Don't nobody want it?
I
it
blew
was
that
Gerald Ford after the resignation of Nixon.
I actually shook his hand, man.
Who, Gerald
I
Ford?
should have known that one. Yeah, I shook his hand.
Few more left. Mr. Hunter, you still got control of the board.
After he fell down the stairs?
Once around the block for 500.
Once around the block for 500.
Due to one of the worst economic turndowns in history, this president lost his re-election bid in a landslide to FDR.
That's why it's worth 500. Anybody know it? 4, 3,
Hunter.
2. Thompson said it first. Thompson. You really gonna get deducted? Oh man.
Five ducats.
Hunter.
Go ahead, Hunter. Go ahead, Hunter.
Truman.
Truman.
Harry Truman.
Incorrect as well. Anybody else want some?
Hey, Hunter, you owe us money, fool.
Anybody?
Hey, that's
That'll be
wrong.
Herbert Hoover.
Hoover.
Y'all remember Herbert Hoover?
That looked like my bank account right now.
You got a chance. You got a chance, though. Hunter, you still got control of the board.
Man, let me go one night in Miami for 500. I need some money.
Yeah, you do.
Get paid.
Made directional debut on the movie named in this category.
Hunter. Regina King.
Regina King is correct. Give you your money for that. You out the hole now.
Yeah,
Two more left. You got control of the board.
One night in Miami for 400. 100.
Famously said, "We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us."
Hunter.
Who said it? Who said it? Thompson. Go ahead, Thompson.
Oh my God.
Malcolm X.
Brother Malcolm, huh?
Oh, he got some
Hey,
money.
man, y'all sent my kids in here on me to distract me, man.
Here we go, blaming the kids.
Thompson.
Why you ain't working out?
All right, this is the best you can do. Tyrone is last, but Thompson, you got control of the board. Maybe you can win it. This is the last category. Everybody get ready with their buzzers. Here we go.
This person was a part of the most iconic moments in Olympic history when he lit the torch at the Atlanta Games.
Dennis.
I think Ty was waving. Ty was waving. We'll give it to Todd Dennis.
Oh my God.
Okay, all right. We gonna
Muhammad Ali.
Muhammad Ali is correct. Cassius Clay, Muhammad Ali.
I needed that time, man. Come on, guys. Work with a player.
We got a three-way tie. How we do a three-way tie? And I ain't got no extra question. And I don't even have an extra question. So we got a three-way tie. Mr. Hunter, you just came in last though, but the three brothers on the bottom, they rising to the top.
How about Hunter poses a question and us three gotta get it?
There you go. Go ahead, Hunter. Think of something. It's gonna be historical. He come up with something. All y'all gonna be left.
So, I ate her kidneys with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Oh yeah.
Wait, say it again.
I ate her kidneys with some fava beans and a nice Chianti.
Thompson.
What movie is that from?
Thompson. Who that?
That is
He got cocky. He got cocky.
Shit.
Dennis, go ahead.
I didn't raise my hand.
You didn't raise your hand. All right. Taylor, you know it?
I know it.
Give us a movie. Give us a movie. Give us a movie. Somebody give us a movie. Give us an actor.
Silence of the Lambs.
Silence of the Lambs, yes.
There you go.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, man.
That's no child left behind right there, man. I'm telling you.
Right, I ain't never seen Silence of the
What? Well, yo, fellas, this is fun, man. I appreciate all y'all for what y'all do, for y'all coming onto the show, supporting the show. I'm gonna be sure to support y'all. Clippers and Cops, comedy out there in the hood, Secret Squirrel stuff. I'm gonna support. I'm gonna support the music of my boy Tyrone Hunter. And you guys stay safe out there, man. Wear your mask, wash your hands, do all that type of stuff you got to do, man. This is good stuff. You guys out there, we appreciate you too. Whatever you guys want us to do in the future on this show, just make sure you let us know, man. We on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch. We on all those social medias to make sure that you holler at us, man. We love you out there. Appreciate it.
To be honest with you, I'm loving the Hood Jeopardy, man. Like this, this is showing this. Hey, I enjoyed it. I was getting intense.
Hey, Lorenzo, what's your number? What's your number, Lorenzo?
Oh, hold on. We still live. I hit you. Oh, we live. We live.
Boy, you slick.
Hey, Dale and Elizabeth, happy anniversary, man. Happy anniversary.
Thank you. We appreciate you. We appreciate you. And all right, we appreciate y'all out there for supporting us on the show on Black and Blue Live. We're gonna make some changes. We're gonna do these live ones every other week, and then I'm gonna do the recorded one on the weeks in between those. So stay tuned for that. And Lizzie, I appreciate you for being victim number one on the show, now being my co-host. Love you, girl. Love you guys out there. Stay up.
This has been a Maitre D Entertainment presentation.